Welcome home to USA Global TV and Radio, a place where dreams take flight, with authentic storytelling, diverse perspectives and meaningful conversations, where global stories unite and bridges are built beyond all borders. Discover world-class education, entertainment, hope and inspiration. Together, we're building bridges worldwide. Subscribe to our channel, USA Global TV. Download our app, USA Global TV. Be our guest or join our team. Visit usaglobaltv.com. Thanks to our founder and executive producer, Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck. Music score by Yeffy Tang from Cloud Road Music. Voiceover artist Mike Porter. Creative direction by Paul Garcia. USA Global TV and Radio. Your home for global connection. All rights reserved. This video and its contents are the exclusive property of USA Global TV and Radio. Unauthorized use, duplication or redistribution in any form is strictly prohibited.
Hello and welcome to USA Global TV and Radio, where we provide world-class education, entertainment, hope and inspiration. Our show today is A Woman's Prerogative in partnership with E360 TV. I'm Caroline Heward. I'm absolutely thrilled and honoured to be representing Dr. Jacalyn as your host for USA Global TV and Radio's flagship show, A Woman's Prerogative. Today's topic, I personally find this an extremely riveting and interesting one, and I'm very excited about what's going to be unveiled and revealed in this topic. The topic is the supplement illusion. I need to make sure I pronounce this correctly. Glutathione is the missing link. Now, I used to work for Holland & Barrett back in the late 80s as a manager, and this is something that's very dear to my heart in terms of supplement absorption. So I'm riveted to this spot, and I'm very excited about hosting this particular episode. We have an amazing guest, and I will share her details in a moment. I am a TV presenter and resident therapist for USA Global TV and Radio. A very warm welcome to our loyal viewers and our viewers and friends on E360 TV, as well as our usual social media platforms, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and X. We normally have our full-time resident panelist, who is Reverend Lydia Frigeris. Today, she's taking a well-deserved day off, and she has introduced us to a very special guest. Our special guest tonight, we are featuring Caroline Summer. She is a professional life changer, which is trademarked. She is a health hunter. Caroline's mission is to help people regain their physical, mental, and emotional health, as well as their physical and cognitive performance with the body's most crucial molecule and most powerful anti-aging and detoxifying agent, glutathione. She has, having suffered with constant fatigue and challenged with burnout, and also a mother of two, one a teenager and the other a very young 2-year-old, she has found answers going back to her background of biology. She has discovered, through having personally researched and heavily researched, I might add, the glutathione and how it plays a crucial role in the role of more than 450 physiopsychological functions, 15 of which are what play a vital role in the protection and detoxification of cells. I am excited. I hope you are too. Let's welcome our special and our featured guest, Caroline Summer. Welcome, Caroline. A very, very warm welcome to our show tonight.
Thank you, Caroline. Thank you so much. I'm very happy to be with you.
Please do share with our viewers a little bit about who you are and what you do. And we'll keep this introduction quite brief, as I've given quite a long introduction about who you are, but keep it quite brief and to the point in terms of what is your specialism and how you help people.
Yeah, so I'm Caroline Sommer. I'm a French expatriate living in Spain almost 10 years now. And my absolute mission and sole mission, really, and passion is to help people with their physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, and even sometimes financial health. This is what we do with my international integrative medicine community in 75 countries.
Caroline, for me, I'm known as the Harley Street stress expert, and I help people bust their stress. How do I do that? I work with root cause therapy and chakra psychology, how the mind and body connects, and what happens to the person physically, emotionally, mentally, and behaviorally when there's an imbalance. And the imbalance is the symptom. Can you see why I'm so excited about tonight's show? Because we're talking the same language, just slightly different ways of approaching it. I help people break through the blueprint that creates their repeating pattern of their everyday stress, whether it be physical, emotional, mental, or behavioral. Many people are walking around and saying they're not stressed, and yet they complain they're not sleeping, they're complaining about a work colleague, or they're complaining about a relationship or a physical ache and pain. They might be grieving, they may be struggling with something like stress or anxiety or depression. Is that is the difference and in the imbalance, and that's what I help them with, to identify the root cause of where it happened in the first place, so it releases the emotion that's been undealt with, so that they live in a freer way and more peaceful. I also do lunch and learn talks, both online and face-to-face, and I work with international clients online from all over the world. Let's get into our topic. So, Caroline, as you can hear from what I've just described in terms of what I do, that we are very synergistically working in similar paths, just looking at it from slightly different areas. Root cause, when I saw that that's what you work with, I became very excited, because not many people work with root cause. They're actually working more often with the symptoms rather than what's caused the problem in the first place. So tonight we're delving into health, the health revolution, and unpacking why so many supplements fail us, and how glutathione, I need to make sure I pronounce that right, so forgive me if I don't, glutathione helps with the absorption. Could we be missing something? Are we missing something? This is what we're going to discuss and explore with our wonderful specialist guest, Caroline Sommer. So let's look into what exactly is glutathione. I need to make sure I get this right. I do apologize. What is glutathione?
Yes, so actually, glutathione is the most important molecule on Earth for this life and for health, because with no glutathione, actually, you have no life on Earth at all. On a planet, you do need glutathione, oxygen, and water to have life. That's as critical. So what it is, it's a molecule, a tripeptide actually, that every single cell in your body produces. The two organs that produce the most is brain and the liver. Why? Because the liver is your detox organ. And as we already talked a little before, glutathione has more than 450 functions in your body, 15 of them being absolutely crucial. And this is only the tip of the iceberg, because that's what scientists have discovered as of yet. You know, maybe in 1 month, 1 year, probably could be even more, you know. So what is glutathione doing in your body? Let's, you know, focus it on, you know, 4 big areas. So it is responsible for your immunity, your immune system. If you have no glutathione in yourself, then the immune system cannot, you know, be put in alert and work actually. Then it's your detox molecule. It's protecting you from all radiation, heavy metals, pollutants, toxins, everything literally that tries to put, you know, mud, let's say, in your cells, right? Then it's your energizer, because your little engine in each of your cells, which is called mitochondria, needs glutathione to be working properly, right? And then it's the master antioxidant of your body. It's like a bandmaster. If you have a group of music, without glutathione, you can't recycle vitamin C. The supplements and the vitamins in this case and other antioxidants don't know what to do if there is no glutathione telling them, basically. So that's very, very crucial and fundamental in health. This is what I can do as a very long story made short.
Thank you. Incredibly explained and incredibly detailed. I am hanging on to every word that you're saying, because it's exciting, especially as from my perspective, I've been in this world of supplements since 1988. That's a long time. And there is so much mystique and misunderstanding. I remember when I joined the health food revolution and the healthy revolution in Holland and Barrett, it was not the way that it is today on every high street corner as it is in England and in Europe. It was very much on, in the back streets and bottles that people weren't aware of and didn't understand what they did and how they worked. And so there was a lot of brands that were really sugar-coated tablets, that didn't really have very much to them. And because of the training that I had there, I was extremely aware that was going on and had to train and learn which were the better ones. And so this is very dear to my heart in terms of understanding that there's another layer. I'm now 61 years old, so that was a long time ago. And, we've moved on decades and life years, and there's much more understanding and much more interest in the healthy revolution. So please do share, because this is so interesting in terms of how, what you're talking about. How did you get into this? What was it that made you go and look at this? And I'm interested in hearing, where did you start in terms of your own challenges? Where did you start to look, and what made you look?
Yeah, so basically, I've been suffering from chronic fatigue for more than 20 years. And I was, with my real estate company. But, like many people during COVID, I took a step back and realized that real estate company was not a project from my heart. It was a project from my intellect, my mind. This is why I was no longer thriving. I wasn't in my happy place, and I could feel it. So I took a really huge leap of faith, and I decided to stop with that, real estate world. And maybe 1 month after, I crossed the path of an amazing lady that talked to me about glutathione, which I had never heard about either. So I started researching, because my background is actually biology. So I'm really passionate about all, things, molecule, bio, etc. And after a couple of months, I realized how huge that was. What a potential for humanity, really. And I started to take it as a supplement, right? This very supplement we're going to talk about. And this is my story. I'm not telling that will be happening to everybody, but in just 2 days, Caroline, in 2 days, that was gone, right? Forever. So that was amazing, because at that very moment, I felt and recognized my soul mission so clearly. That was the very moment. That was the start of this new life, of this adventure. And it's been amazing ever since. I'm very happy.
Wow. That's simply incredible, and so heartening to hear that in troubled and chaotic times, world times, that you found a new vocation. That's something that similar that happened to me. I had to go online, and here I am 4 years later, almost being a TV presenter. I didn't like the online stuff. Now I've become very online. So that's an incredible insight in terms of moving your whole ethos and your whole your whole meaning and mission and purpose, and you've got a whole new way of living and being. That's amazing. So please do share, because this is such a big topic, and I know it's huge. Why is it that in the supplement trap, we go and take supplements because we know they're good for us? We'll go and take fatty acids and fish oils and cod liver oil, and we'll do the vitamin C because we know that it's good for us, and there's a lot of education about that. But why do many or most supplements fail what they promise to deliver?
Yeah, so basically that's pretty simple to understand. When the cell is dirty, when the cell is full of toxins, heavy metals, pollutants, which we cannot avoid in nowadays world, then the cell cannot open and intake the supplements, the nutrients, the vitamins, or even medicines, because the cell is already full. So that's why the first step in all cases is to clean that cell. And as glutathione is the musculating molecule, and it's coming from your own body, it's endogenous. That's why it's so powerful, because the cells recognize it, right? So the first step is to take that, all that bad, nasty things, let's say, all the toxins, etc., outside from the cell. And once the cell is clean, then you can, have it, be happy and taking and using what you want to offer it. It's like, for example, going into a house that has been abandoned for, let's say, 20 years or even 100 years, full of dust. You won't be putting inside your brand new furniture as long as you have not cleaned it. That is nonsense. So you have to clean your cells. You have to clean your body with glutathione before, taking other supplements, at least as a first step anyway, right? This is why the body cannot respond if it's not ready, if it's too toxin full. Okay, so that's why, yes, basically, to make it simple.
So can you explain what's meant by the myth around supplement absorption? You've started to explain a little bit about that, but can you go a little bit more into detail as to why some are better than the other? And it's about the absorption. Why is it that some are better than the other? And what other things will be better in terms of the body absorbing it, apart from this particular magical miracle ingredient?
Yeah, basically. So most of oral supplements, be gels, caps, tabs, or the like, range between 3 to 15, 20% absorption rate. When you have high quality, would be closer to 20%, right? So this percentage is actually the amount that your body can actually utilize and put in your cells, right? Then, you also have one way that is a little better, higher absorption rate, because most, nutrients and, supplements, etc., gets spoiled in the stomach, right? So this is why they try to put it in liposomal, which is actually put a cap of fat around the molecule. So this is much more absorbed, obviously, because it's not damaged in the stomach, it's protected. But at the same time, liposomal have so many drawbacks for your body. For example, it attracts the toxins from the oral digestive tract. Then it's fat, actually, and fat is highly oxidative prone. It's prone to oxidation. Then it makes the molecule even bigger for the cells. So that's very difficult for the cells to take it. So it's tiring the cell. And then it creates a waste for your body once it's utilized in your fat cells, really. So we don't want that. And when you think about it, we're not made of fat. We're made of water, right? So then you would have as of today, the best option for immediate cellular utilization which is, close to the 100% absorption rate, would be intravenous. But obviously intravenous, not everybody likes that. I hate that, for example. I think so do I. It's very, it's not cost effective. It's very expensive. You need to go to the clinic, for example, as for glutathione, like 3 times a week, every week. So you can imagine it's like 200 or 300 per IV. So that's a huge cost. It's not convenient. You can do it on the go, etc. So this is why we have this amazing technology, which is called hydrostat. It's to bring the nutrients and glutathione, in this case, at the size of a cell pore from 10 nanometers and the like. And we put it in clusters of ultra pure water, because again, the cells love water more than anything else. So that way you increase the contact surface by 200 times, right? And the lifespan of the glutathione by 3 times compared to intravenous. So that's 97% absorption rate instead of the 3 to 15 or the like percent. It's a different planet, nothing to do. It's really very, very powerful, and it's world unique. So that would be the way to go, because we don't need the nutrients only wandering around in the blood. We need it in all cells, intracellular.
I've learned so much. I've learned so much from what you've just described. We have now going over to our short commercial break. Please come back and join us, where we will discover even more about this miracle drug, miracle supplement, glutathione. Please be back very soon. Over to our commercial break.
In a world craving connection, one platform dared to dream bigger. USA Global TV and Radio, a beacon for global voices, authentic storytelling, and elevated listening. Led by visionary Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck, the journey from a spark to a global force is now captured in one inspiring book. Honored with YouTube's Silver Creator Award for surpassing 100,000 subscribers. Discover the evolution, the challenges, the triumphs, and the unstoppable spirit that created a global movement. Executive producer Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck. Music score by Yeffy Tang. Creative director Paul Garcia. This video and its contents are the exclusive property of USA Global TV and Radio. Unauthorized use, duplication, or redistribution in any form is strictly prohibited. Now an Amazon #1 new release in paperback and ebook. Broadcasting Brilliance, the evolution of USA Global TV and Radio, is inspiring readers around the world. Join the movement that's redefining global media one story at a time.
USA Global TV and Radio, home of the YouTube Silver Creator Award, proudly presents Just the Thing for Your Ring, introducing the patented Ring Thing. Your premium personal ring holder to keep your ring safe, nearby, and avoid loss.
The Ring Thing just got smarter. Add your logo and an NFC tag that opens to your website with one tap. Waterproof, inner padding, and now a forever business card.
Just the thing for your ring. Scan the QR code seen here to learn more about Ring Thing or place your order. Follow Ring Thing on Instagram at ring_thing_ or go to our website ringthing.com.
Hello and welcome back to A Woman's Prerogative in partnership with E360 TV. Welcome back to all our viewers that were on the first part just before the commercial break. And if you've just joined us here on the replay or the live, welcome to our show. We are exploring the supplement illusion, why glutathione is the missing link in your supplements. Let's welcome back Caroline Summer, where we're having an amazing and interesting exploration. Welcome back, Caroline. It feels really, really strange, actually. Caroline meets Caroline. and say my own name to it. It's really nice to have somebody else called Caroline, because I don't meet many Carolines. So, Caroline, we were talking before the break about your own personal journey and what got you into exploring this particular phenomenon, because it is. And what made you change your entire career. And if you missed the part before the commercial break, please do go and view that, because Caroline shares some incredible and interesting views and interesting exploration around this particular topic of the absorption of supplements. Caroline, just moving the conversation and the exploration a bit further, the mold analogy and masking symptoms. You've used a very powerful analogy. Taking supplements without glutathione is like painting over mold. Can you explain what that means?
Yeah, so it's pretty much the same than the whole house analogy, right? Because in the end, as we were talking before, if your cell is not clean, right, then the supplements that you will be taking, the nutrients, the vitamins, everything really that is supposed to help your cell will not be able to enter fully. This is why the mold will be referred as, all the toxins basically you have in your body, in your cells, and painting is about the supplements, right? So we have to clean that wall before painting it. That this is the way to go, definitely, right? So detox your body with the most powerful detoxifying molecule, which is from your own body, actually, but that decreases so much after you're 20 years old. And glutathione is at the same time cause and consequence. The more we are contaminated, the less we are glutathione, and the less glutathione, the more you are contaminated, basically. So you have to break that nefast circle at some point. Clean yourself, and start, glutathione, because otherwise your body will not respond as well to all other supplements and even to medicines, which is sometimes crucial at some point, right? Did that make sense?
I would be interested for you to describe what the best way to detox is.
Yeah, so again, why the liver is the organ producing, the most glutathione? It's because the liver is your detox organ, right? But nowadays, only by breathing, you already have more than 200 chemicals entering your body. Then the top water, then the radiation, the stress, the misinformation, the food we eat, so many things around us, radiation, 4G, 5G, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, radiation, sometimes cosmic radiation for the pilots, for example, or nuclear radiations, all of that is really, really, pulled away by glutathione, because it's the most powerful radio protector on your body.
Thank you. I am just riveted here. I can't wait to go and explore glutathione, in a much bigger way, in terms of looking at my own supplements that I take and whether it's present in those supplements. Please, can you describe and explain, Caroline, what happens when people mask symptoms rather than addressing the root cause? Okay, I think that we've lost her for a moment. I think that, yes, I think she may be coming back. I think we've just lost connection. Hello, Caroline, are you back? Hello, are you back, Caroline? Hi.
Yes. So sorry.
No. Sorry, these things happen. It's in Caroline is actually in Africa, so the internet is not so good over there. It's intermittent, so we've done really well so far. So, can you please describe what happens when people mask and treat symptoms rather than the root cause? What happens to the person when they're only looking at symptoms?
Yeah, I think that's the major issue, in nowadays conventional medicine, because we're actually trying indeed to hide the symptoms and not address the root cause. When you think about, for example, traditional Chinese medicine, I'm studying that as well. It's like 5,000 years medicine, and they knew it all. They even knew about immunity without microscope, which is, beyond amazing. So yes, you definitely need to be focused on addressing the root cause, because in that traditional medicine, they say that more than 80% of the disease, illnesses, and pathologies are coming from the emotional cause. But guess what? Glutathione is also acting in your emotional process, in your nervous system. This is why it will really determine how you go through your day, physically, mentally, emotionally. That's tremendous, the difference. So yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to share about that. So when you think about that traditional and ancient medicine, and you make the connection with nowadays science, they got it all, and we have to get back to that, but with new technologies to even, boost that and go further for health. So yes, we're very much in educating about prevention, because we want people to invest in their health rather than to pay for their illnesses. The root cause first. And glutathione is all about the root cause, because it tackles inflammation, and oxidative stress, which are the two common threats for all diseases and pathologies on this planet, 100% for all humans, right? So this is why it's really a huge, huge thing, and, potential for the future of health.
Thank you. What advice would you give to people that are overwhelmed with the supplements market and overwhelmed with conflicting information? What's your top tip in terms of advice that you would give to somebody that is in that position and just doesn't know what to choose and where to go?
I would probably recommend to go back to the source, to go back to your own body, because we want the body to self-heal. That's really the goal, and that's the most important thing. So when you think about it, glutathione is endogenous. It's not like vitamin C, omega, etc., which are exogenous, coming from the outside. So always start by the inside, but what your body already knows and produces, because this is the first step to be accepting what you will bring from the outside then. So glutathione foundational, because that will be cleaning your cells, detoxing you, improving all that 450 functions in the body. When you think about it, oxygen, for example, 2 functions. Here it's 450 functions. So you have to optimize your body so that it's able to thrive and to utilize all the other things that you will, taking after. And I've been, investigating that very much, because I'm asked this question very often, which is pretty much logical. But I'm always going to the starting point when the science allocates everything. It says that you have to start with a high glutathione level in your cells, so that all the rest works properly. I'm always getting there, that's amazing. I'm amazed myself, because I'm telling, but in the end, that's so crucial. That's like the center of everything, really. It's amazing.
Thank you. I've been absolutely riveted to what you've said, and I don't feel I can add anything in terms of my experience. And I definitely have had my eyes opened in terms of what you've shared tonight. How can people find out more about your work and this wonderful glutathione?
Yeah, so I will share a couple of little links with you guys, right? And my contact details here. But basically, you can find me either, on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram. You can find it on my own little website as well. And you can even book a one-to-one session, right? On Calendly. I'm leaving my link here because the most important is to assess and really give bespoke guidance, because each person is a universe. Each body is different. Everybody has a different challenge, be it a health challenge, a sport challenge, a performance challenge. And there is no such thing as this is less important, this is not important. Everything is important, because in the end, we all have mission on this planet, and we want to make it and go and fulfill it, being healthy, happy, strong, focused. So I want to take, people's hands and have an amazing journey with them.
Thank you very much. Is there anything else that you would like to add just before you finish in terms of, do you have any promotions that you want to share with people? Anything that you're working at right at this moment? You mentioned that you're at a conference at the moment. Sorry, I think that we've lost you. We've lost the sound.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Yeah.
Yeah, lovely. So, as I said, I think the most important for everybody is start having a look at glutathione, started to, investigate it, so that you can feel for yourself the potential of it for your own health. And I'm putting a couple of links as well so that you can have a better look into that, because obviously you have the science, you have the clinical evidence with the, thousands of testimonials, okay, which is very impacting as well, because when you change lives, there is nothing greater than that in terms of gratification for the team, right? Changing lives and even sometimes saving lives, actually. So yes, please look for it on your own. You can look at PubMed on the links that I've provided, because when you start understanding it, it gets so clear that it's the first step to a magnificent health, really.
Thank you so much, Caroline. It's been an absolute honor to have you on this show tonight. It's been an eye-opening, riveting show. I've been glued to my seat, hanging on to every word. We have explored and looked beneath the surface and beyond the supplement aisle. We have looked right underneath and 360-degree around it in terms of this miracle glutathione, in terms of how it can change your life. I have heard, and Caroline has shared, how it's changed her life, and she now no longer has burnout. In fact, I'm going to be looking at this wonderful miracle drug and miracle supplement, because I feel that it will help me with things like inflammation, which I wasn't aware of. It's been incredible, and I really am grateful to Caroline for coming onto the show, and for Reverend Lydia for introducing Caroline and recommending her to come on tonight's show. We have been exploring the supplement illusion, glutathione, why glutathione is the missing link. Just before we go, please do reach out to me. I'm Caroline Heward at nomorestress@live.co.uk, or call me If you're international, +44. If you're local, 07523 120 189. And I look forward to helping you break through the blueprint, the very root cause of what's creating your stress, whether it's physical, emotional, mental, or behavioral. You can follow me on my social media platforms. My preferred ones are Facebook and LinkedIn. And you will also find me on USA Global TV and Radio's YouTube channel. Please do search for other shows. I also do Talking Heads once a month, which is the last Thursday of the month at 4 p.m. British Summer Time, which is 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Thank you very much for joining us, everybody. It's been an absolutely pleasurable show to host. I'm looking forward to my own discovery of what glutathione will help me achieve and also recommending it to my clients. Please do join our VIP exclusive community and become an exclusive VIP community member for first access to our newest videos and photographs on the British royal family, which is live streamed on YouTube and USA Global TV and Radio. We are very pleased to meet you back here next week on Monday. That's Bank Holiday Monday for England. That's Monday next week, the same time, 7 p.m. British Summer Time, which is 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you very much to our special and featured guest, Caroline Summer, and thank you for tuning in, whether you're on the live or the replay, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Have a wonderful week, and bye-bye for now.
From the magical world of the amazing adventures of Lady Ella comes a heartwarming new journey filled with kindness, courage, and compassion. Lady Ella, the beloved ladybug and listening mentor, is back, and this time she is not alone. Meet her brave and thoughtful brother, Lord Jack. Together, they take flight on their very first kindness adventure. Along the way, they meet 3 new friends in need: a duck feeling discouraged, a mouse struggling to be understood, and a busy little bee who's completely lost. But with the power of elevated listening and simple acts of kindness, Lady Ella and Lord Jack show us how understanding and empathy can make the biggest difference in someone's day. Written by Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck, the listening mentor, this 9th book in the best-selling Lady Ella series teaches children ages 5 to 10 the essential skills of listening, kindness, and etiquette. Now available for pre-order on Amazon. Scan the QR code and order your copy today.
USA Global TV and Radio proudly presents Tracy Cram-Perkins, a dementia caregiving survivor teaching how to balance care with peace of mind. #1 resource for dementia caregivers. It's the book Dementia Home Care: How to Prepare Before, During, and After. Over 17,000 copies sold of this must-have guide. And now a testimonial from Tracy Smith.
If I was to describe this book to someone who is going through a similar situation, I would underscore how important it is to have some sort of a tool or a guidebook to help you through certain stages. And there's so many, it's such an unknown topic to the average person. And to have this as a reference is essential. It's going to help you get through it personally, as well as help your loved one manage.
To learn more, go to tracycramperkins.com. Tracy Cram-Perkins is an award-winning author. She's also the host of Dementia Home Care television show. Watch it here on USA Global TV and Radio.
Ever dreamed of hosting your own TV show, sharing your story with a global audience? Now's your chance to shine. At USA Global TV and Radio, we make it easy for you to create, host, and broadcast your very own TV show. Whether you're a storyteller, entrepreneur, or industry expert, we help you bring your vision to life. With our exclusive interview, live streaming, and podcasting training, you'll gain the skills and confidence to captivate your audience. Our global platform ensures your voice is heard worldwide. Join our community of creators who are already making an impact, one show at a time. Step into the spotlight. Host your own TV show on USA Global TV and Radio. Book your discovery call today at usaglobaltv.com. Copyright 2025 USA Global TV and Radio. All rights reserved. Terms and conditions apply. To learn more, visit usaglobaltv.com. Thank you, viewers and listeners of USA Global TV and Radio, for joining us today. We're honoured to have your time and attention as part of our global community. At USA Global TV and Radio, we believe in the power of authentic conversations, meaningful connections, and creating a world of possibilities together. Want to be part of something bigger? Join our team of elevated listeners at usaglobaltv.com, a space where your voice matters and your ability to listen transforms relationships. Stay connected with us across all our platforms for thought-provoking discussions, expert insights, and empowering stories. Subscribe to our channels at youtube.com/c/USAGlobalTV. Follow us on social media and explore the endless opportunities we're creating for growth, learning, and inspiration. Together, we're not just broadcasting. We're building bridges and changing lives, one conversation at a time. For inquiries, contact us at info@usaglobaltv.com. Music by Johnny Dies. Produced by Executive Producer and Director Dr. Jacalyn Kerbeck. Voiceover by Mike Porter. Creative Direction by Paul Garcia. All rights reserved. Copyright 2025. Visit usaglobaltv.com to view our full terms and conditions.